guys. The floor is all yours, Roger.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for taking some time this evening to join us today and learn a little bit about Haven Travel. I will just jump right in and give a brief overview and synopsis of what Haven is all about and how we're built to help you in the ever-evolving world of vacation rentals, private homes, residences, and so on. So Haven was created about 5 years ago, exclusively for the travel industry and professional travel advisors. We do not have a consumer-facing website. We're built from the ground up with some very powerful technology and service offerings for the travel industry. So we're not out there as a consumer brand competing with you guys. We've been able to connect roughly 250,000 professionally managed vacation rentals and private homes and villas, serviced apartments, private estates, private islands, all sorts of the alternative types of accommodations for the travel industry. And again, everything that you will see or work with our team to find and book for your clients are professionally managed. As we like to say, it's not Uncle Harry's Lake House on Airbnb that is may not necessarily be exactly right for your client. Everything is operated by locally licensed professional hospitality and management companies in each destination with boots on the ground in each destination. And that's very important for duty of care and to ensure that your clients are getting a high quality, safe, secure, and well-serviced environment. So what we've done is we've connected technologies between these management companies and ourselves to present these options in a very consumer-friendly way, which you'll see here in a couple of minutes. Jack will be doing a walkthrough of our portal. We've got most major destinations throughout the world covered. However, if you're looking for a specific type of property within a given destination that you may not see on our platform, we're also able to do custom sourcing. So we'll go out to the destination with our contracting experts and try to find the ideal option for you. So it's a very interactive type of company and process, really built to serve and support you guys as professional sellers of travel. So with that, I will flip over to Jack, who can provide some additional color as we're walking through the platform. And then we'll have the floor opened up at the end for any questions you might have. And I will put into the chat, if you're not already registered as a Haven user, I'll put that information into the chat, which you can jot down and then sign yourselves up at any point that you'd like to do so. So with that, I will flip over to Jack.
Thank you, Roger, and thank you, everybody, for taking some time out of your evening to learn about Haven. We're very excited to be connecting with you and really showing you about the platform and really the variety of different home styles, sizes, price points, destinations, and different services that Haven's offering. Building off of what Roger was saying on kind of the service level, each home is professionally managed by a true hospitality company. They're not just delivering the accommodation, they're really delivering a full experience. With these homes, you could add pre-arrival groceries, transfers, chefs, really anything your client can think of can really be built into these reservations. So we also have an in-house trip design team, which is there to help work with you, answer any questions about the homes, help you pick the right home within a given destination, or if your client just has a trip type in mind but not sure where they want to go, you could work with our trip design team, and they could really work through a conversation with you, get a better understanding of the experience and price point that your client is looking to have, and they could really help curate a special offer for you. With that, I'll do a quick walkthrough of the platform. Like Roger said, we'll open up for questions at the end. What you're seeing here on your screen is the homepage once you're logged in. You will need to use the member code that was just shared in the chat to access this page. As we said, we're not open to the general public. So once you're registered and signed in, you'll notice the platform is really designed to be very intuitive. It's a consumer-grade interface. As you scroll down, you'll see just some pre-curated collections to, help inspire you on the Haven offerings. These are going to be some collections by different trip types, whether they're looking for a seaside vacation, European escapes, wellness retreats, really, really unique stuff here. As you continue to scroll, you'll see just some of our more popular destinations. You could also break it down by trip type as well, if they're looking for sun and seaside or more of a mountain and country, or urban destinations where you can find, some fantastic service departments. So again, just somewhere where you can go on your downtime and get a little bit of a, better understanding of, where havens are located and the types of trips you could put together with it. Once you are ready to perform a search for a client, it's as simple as coming over to your search bar right here, entering in the destination you have in mind. Our system will default to flexible anytime dates. This will allow you to see all of the homes that Haven offers within a given destination. If you want to do a date-specific search, it's as simple as open up your calendar. You could select your date range. You also have the ability to add in the number of guests that are in the group, or if you just want to filter by the minimum number of bedrooms you're looking to have, you could also filter that way. Or you could leave it blank again if you just want to get, a broader kind of search result of all the different homes we have there. So I've preloaded my tabs just to avoid any internet issues with the screen share. So here you can see for Breckenridge, just for the week of October 1st through the 8th, Haven is going to have just shy of 700 havens available. With that, we have some very, very powerful filtering capabilities. Right over here, you'll see your filters. And this will allow you to search by, different features you might be looking to have, different amenities, whether, fireplace, or looking for something with a pool, a location base. If you're looking at a mountain location, it could be a mountain view or ski in, ski out, beachfront. You have a ton of different options that allows you to really get granular on the type of homes you might be looking for. You could also filter by the type of property. So whether they're looking for a private home, a condo residence. We do work with hotel residences, which really give you the best of both worlds. It'll give you the multi-bedroom. It'll give you, the common spaces like your private kitchen, your living room, but you'll still have access to all resort amenities as well. So that's where you're going to find your filters. You also have a fully responsive map here on your left-hand side, which will allow you to get a little bit more granular within that destination. So if you want to be in a certain area of Breckenridge, you could zoom in, you'd click update your search results, and it'll pull in all the homes in that area. Also a great feature if you're looking to do maybe a larger group or event, and you need maybe a cluster of homes all in the same street. You're able to zoom in, update your results, and get all of the homes on that, one street and be able to book everybody their own independent and standalone home, but, all in close proximity to each other. Also, you could click on any of these flags and it'll show you which home that is. Or, of course, as you go hovering your mouse over any of the homes, it'll show you where on the map it's located. So from the search results, once you do find a suitable fit for one of your clients, this is going to be definitely a more top of the line, higher end home here. There's going to be a 6-bedroom, 7-bath home in Breckenridge, Colorado. Occupancy up to 18 guests, ski in, ski out home as well. You can see, very, very detailed descriptions about the home, the location, really everything you need to know about, this home and the experience here. The home comes with shuttle access just for guests staying in this house. It's right below Peak 8. So, easy access to this chair lifts, all the different amenities here. You could click into the full amenities list here. Breakdown of all the bedrooms. And then, very, very detailed and beautiful photography also that displays very nicely when you share this with a client. All of our property managers share very, very accurate and detailed photos to really give you a good sense of the home's layout, furnishings and styles. So I always like to click through and, give you the opportunity to see the types of homes we have here. From here, once you're ready to present options to your client, you have a variety of different ways that you could work through that consultation with your client. The first way I'm going to share with you, and I'll back that up for a second. If you were to just share this link with your client, it'll take them to a page to log in and register. They don't have a member code and we're not open to the public. So you wouldn't be sharing just this link here. if you want to share with a client what you'd be able to do, right down here, you have a share this stay button. This is going to give you the ability to change your price view settings. One thing you'll notice on the right-hand side is you receive a net rate. Below that, you have a flexible commission slider, which allows you at your discretion to mark up the home anywhere from 0 to 20%. When you share these homes with a client and you have pricing turned on, they would only see the gross rate. They would never see a net rate. They would never see commission. Your commission gets discreetly tucked into the nightly rate. So this gives you the ability to, really, depending on your client's, budget, the type of trip you're working on, be able to really get flexible with the amount of commission you're adding in there. Going back to the share, right here, you have the ability to turn off pricing altogether. If it's early stage consultation, you're really just trying to get a sense if this home is the right style, the right location, the right size, the right bedding layout for your client. You can disable pricing, just share the listing with them and get their feedback there. Turning this top box on is going to allow them to see the grand total rate there. Rate comparison, this home does not have a public market rate, but I'm going to show you guys on our next examples that in some instances, not only do you receive a net rate, but when these homes exist in the public market, our property managers, our suppliers will share what the home is going for in the public market. That really serves two purposes. One is it gives you the ability to get a good sense for what a fair market rate is for that home. And in a lot of instances, you're actually able to add in, anywhere from 0 to, typically up to 10, 15% commission and still be coming in under that public rate. So while we don't consider ourselves a discount platform, you still are able to offer these homes in a lot of instances at a lower rate than they would find it for, let's say, Airbnb or VRBO. So had this had a comparison rate here, and you wanted to show that, you could turn on rate comparison, and that will allow your client to see that public market rate. One thing I like to mention is if you mark up your commission up to the point where your gross rate is going to be higher than that public market rate, and you do turn this on, our system will automatically disable that to ensure you're not offering it at a higher rate and showing that the public market rate is lower. So just a little security thing that we've built there to make sure, there's no awkward moment where they're asking, why are you offering it more expensive than I could book it on? Of course, booking on open market, you don't get the additional support and service that comes with booking through Haven. Our property managers do give preferential amenities and services to our clients. You also get our own in-house traveler support. So 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we do have staff available for travelers. If they have any questions about their arrival or anything they'd want to bring to our attention about the home. If they're looking to add on additional services while they're already in destination, they're able to liaise directly with our team. So big advantage of booking through Haven. The last option you'll see here is making the link bookable. So if you'd like to allow your client to go in, enter in their payment information, and book this on their own, you would go ahead and turn this on. So to see what that would look like, we could just hit the preview button here. We're now in a client view. You'll see the banner here. Since I am a logged in agent, it'll show me that I'm in a client view. If you're not logged in, it won't show you this banner here. You could easily switch between client view and agent view here. But the first thing you'll notice here outside of that banner is the header of the website's eliminated. From the client view, you can't search the rest of the site. All you could do is engage with this one listing. Click through the photos. You can see the full description. Their calendar is now blocked off, so they can't go in and search other dates here. It's just going to be the set dates that you offered with your commission added in here. So that's the first way that you're able to share with the client. The second way you're able to share with the client, and we're talking just individual listings here. Now, again, I picked a variety of different locations and home types to make sure that you guys got a good broad perspective on the types of homes that we're offering. This is going to be a more entry level, 1 bedroom, 1 bath service apartment in Tulum, Mexico. You get $64 a night. It comes in at a great bargain. And you can see even at a more entry-level price point, you can see the level of decor and cleanliness and how these homes present. This house happens to have a nice little plunge pool on their balcony that they could take advantage of. Really beautiful decor, really matching with the local theme of the destination. Again, very detailed descriptions here, all the amenities about the resort here, things to know. This home happens to be pet friendly. You can click into all the different amenities. And then when you're ready to share this with a client, the next version I'm going to show you is a PDF. So you can actually generate a PDF and share it with a client. Right underneath your main image, you're going to have a generate PDF button. You click that. It gives you, again, a few different options on how you'd want to present this with a client. You have the ability to add pricing in or disable pricing altogether. You could add in your own contact information that would be included at the bottom of the PDF. So again, this will auto-populate with the information you use to log in, but you do have the ability to go in and change any of that information. Last, this is a new feature that we've recently rolled out for our agents. This button right here will allow you to add in your own logo. So if you'd like to personalize this PDF, add in your own logo, add in your own contact information, and really personalize this offering, that'd be a very easy way to do it right there. I've gone ahead and preloaded this PDF. So you can see how this version of sharing a listing presents to a client. It's a beautiful presentation. Clients love it. Agents really enjoy using this this version of the sharing. And again, it just puts together a really beautiful PDF of that home, allows them to really click through, see all the different photos and the amenities, the locations, really anything they need to know about this home here. Lastly, this is our in-house trip design team's absolute favorite feature, especially when working with agents and you're going through a consultation where maybe you want to send multiple different homes with to your client. And instead of having to send multiple links, you're actually able to create a list of different options for your client. That's a dynamic list that as you're getting feedback from your client, you can continue to add in more options, remove options, and all your client needs to do is refresh their page and all of that, those new options will be there for them. Again, keeps things really organized, neat, and really, again, creates a very engaging consultation here. Here I went ahead and picked a beautiful, beautiful 4-bedroom, 4-bath home out in Tuscany, Italy. This beautiful home happens to be on a vineyard and comes with a private pool. Again, just absolutely stunning. We're able to add in tons of different services here if you want to do a pasta cooking class or have a private chef at the home for 1 or 2 nights. Really anything you could think of could really be done here. Again, just clicking through so you can see the descriptions here, very detailed, all the information. Over here, if you want to get a better idea of the layout, you can click in and see the floor plan for the home as well. Here, actually, this is perfect. So here you'll see the average rate. This is going to be that public market rate that we discussed earlier. So the home, if your client were to find it out in Airbnb or VRBO, this is the rate it's currently going for this set of dates. We pull this information in directly through our property manager's calendar management system. So this is updated in real time and completely accurate. Here you can see also in that example that I was describing, where we've added in a nice 10% commission. We're still coming in significantly lower than that public market rate. So this would be a nice opportunity to use that rate comparison feature, or just another opportunity to be able to move up that commission and make a little bit more on this booking. The list feature that I was showing right over here, right next to the PDF button, you have the ability to add to list. From here, you could also create a new list. These are agent specific, only you have access to your own lists, no limit on how many you could have going. They could be client specific, they could be home style specific. So if you just want to have, a short list of amazing lakefront homes, you could do that. If you're working on ideas for Roger's family vacation, you could have it client specific there. And from here, you could this stay, it's a date specific to one or multiple different lists. And then once you've added options into your list, you'll see right here at the top, you'll have a My List button. So we would just go ahead. Oh, actually, I meant to open that in a new tab. 1 second. So from here, the My List tab, again, these are going to be all of my active lists. I have 31 active lists going right now with over 160 different havens. So again, no limit on how many you could have. It's a great feature to just have shortlisted homes that you want to be able to reference back to, or that you have a lot of clients that have been interested in the past. Here we'll see at the top, I've already created this list for Roger's family vacation for our walkthrough today. You'd click into here. From the agent view, you'll have the ability to edit all kinds of different things from here. You can click on the pencil right here. This will allow you to change the title, change the description, change your price view settings. Really anything you want to update, you can update from there. You also have the ability to duplicate this list. So right next to the pencil icon, you'll have a duplicate list. So maybe you have multiple different clients, just kind of early stage ideas. You can duplicate the list, change out Roger's name for Jack, and share this. So you can move the duplicate here, add in a description about maybe the type of trip they're looking for, the makeup of the group, any additional details you could add in right over here. Scroll down. This is where you have the ability to also update any of the options. So from here, let's say they said, a 1-bedroom is too small for us in Tulum. We might want to do some bigger options. You could easily delete them, go in and add a few more 2, 3, 4-bedroom options. And again, all your client needs to do is refresh their page, and all of that new content will be there for them. You also have the ability to add in. So again, keeping with this high level of engagement and personalization here, you can click here on this pencil, and this will give you the ability to add in a personal comment. So here you see your trip designer, Jack, says, spectacular ski and ski out of state. So you to maybe call specific features about them, or why you thought that for them, or the type of experience you were planning, you wanted to put together for them with this accommodation. Really, the sky's the limit on what you could put in there. And the nice part is if you do decide to leave it blank, you won't end up with a big empty comment section. It'll just drop that comment square out. So it just still presents in a really beautiful way. To see how this looks for our clients, you'll just hit the share button here. I'm going to go ahead and leave these all on just so you can see it. Oh, it's of course going to freeze while I'm on here, but you're going to go ahead and hit your copy link button. And now you're ready to send this off in an email. For us, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a private or incognito window so we could see this the way our clients would. Again, if you were to just drop this into a new tab, you would continue to see it from an agent view. Our system does recognize you as a logged in user and agent. So we're going to open up a new private window. We're going to drop that link in here. And now you're viewing this the way one of our clients will. So again, now you see the more edit features, no header to the site. But from here, they're able to see all the different options. They see the date range it's being offered for, the price, the layout of the home, the occupancy, the description, the title. And this allows them to really scroll through, see the different things that you're presenting, the different ideas, and they can click into each one of these options. We've designed it to open in different tabs, which really allows them to dive in, compare the different homes, and make a decision on which one is the right one for them. Or, just continue the consultation again. If they come back and say, hey, we love the Tuscany home, but would love to see a few more options. Again, you can just go in and update that information on your list, and all they do is refresh their page, and all of that will be there for them. Now that we've covered the sharing features, I wanted to touch on how you'd go about and book these homes, the kind of payment process and all of that. So let's say your client has made a decision here and they decide, they love the Tuscany option and that's what they'd like to move forward with. You have a number of different ways that you can move forward with completing this booking. First, of course, when you share the stay, if you turn on the booking link right here, this will allow your client to go in and complete this booking themselves. They also have the option to apply for something called a firm. Firm is a company we recently partnered with. It allows our clients to make small monthly installment payments for their reservation, and also allows them to continue paying this even after they've completed their stay. It is a soft credit pull. Only the client is able to apply for the Affirm. So if that is something they're interested in, they could easily click this. It's a very, very quick process. And that's the first way that they're able to complete that. They're also able to just click book now and enter in their credit card information and complete the payment that way. If you would prefer to enter in the payment information yourself, again, you could just go ahead and hit the book now button yourself. You would go in, again, enter in all the different information here. If they're traveling with a pet, the number of adults, number of children. Here you have your agency info. So the email address you use to log in will auto-populate here. You do get an extra field for, these are going to be your internal agency confirmations and things like that. So let's say you have a partner that you work with or an assistant or a reservations manager. You could enter in that information right there, and they will be copied also on those communications. Below that, you'll be entering in the primary guest contact information. This is used for, while they're in destination, getting them registered anywhere, if there's a front gate or anything like that, a front desk, making sure they're fully taken care of there. And if our property manager needs to get in touch with them while they're in destination, they're able to get in touch with them there. Lastly, we always ask our agents, any information you have about the purpose of this trip, if it's a business trip, leisure, special occasion, our property managers, again, go a little above and beyond for our clients. And, just if it's a special occasion, they might leave, some balloons for a birthday or cupcakes or a bottle of wine. So again, the more information you're able to provide, just the more personalized and special our property managers are able to make that arrival experience. The last thing I wanted to touch on before we move over to the questions are also split payments. So the majority of our property managers do offer more flexible payment options outside of just full payment at the time of booking. Each one of our suppliers is a little bit different. Our system does default to full payment at the time of booking unless you're applying to Affirm. But if you are interested in a more flexible payment option, you can engage with our in-house trip design team, and they could let you know what kind of payment options are available. Typically, it's somewhere between 20 to 50% due at the time of booking, final balance between 30 to 60 days before arrival. One thing to note here is that is typically not looking at a stay less than 30 days out. So those more flexible deposit options typically start when you're looking at a stay more than 30 days in advance. How you're able to request that information, again, a variety of different ways. You have email, we have phone lines, and then of course, the most efficient is going to be your request info button right here on the property. This links your question directly to the home and set of dates that you're looking at. So it makes it very easy for our team to turn that response around really quickly. No need to call out which home you're looking at or which set of dates. It's very nice right here. You can enter in any information you wanted here, and then you can just ask your question right here. What kind of deposit options are available for this stay? And our team can turn that around for you relatively quickly, get you a link that'll allow you or your client to book at that deposit amount. With that, Roger, unless you had anything else I skipped over, I think we could jump over to some questions. Roger?
Awesome.
Yep. Thank you.
I don't know if can't hear him.
Yeah, he might be having internet issues.
Okay.
But I think we could open it up to any questions, though. I'm sure he'll bounce back any moment.
Okay. All righty. Well, before we do, I do want to thank you so much for that very interactive training on how we can offer Haven Resorts to stays to our clients. So thank you so much for that. All righty. So now is the time, guys, to go ahead and drop your questions in the chat box. Don't be shy. Go ahead and put them in the chat box. First question is, are you able to book for 2024?
Yeah, so great question. Most of our property managers open up their calendars for about 12 months in advance. Some of them, sure, it really depends on that partner, but typically it's about a 12 months in advance of that calendar. And yeah, we encourage to really pre-plan with days. These homes book up really, really quickly. So the more advanced you're booking in advance, the more prime locations are going to be there. You'll be able to take a little more competitive pricing as you get closer, obviously, to those dates. A lot of those homes are booked up. Rates tend to get a little bit higher. So definitely try to get those, 2024 dates, as soon as you can.
Awesome. Next question. How do you add client requests for a chef or driver?
So that can be done either at the time that you are planning and booking that home directly with our trip design team, or we also have a reservation support team that once you complete a reservation, that team is able to help you do all of the add-on services. That's usually the way we recommend agents to do that because, again, these homes book very, very quickly. And sometimes those add-on services could be, a little involved. If you're doing a chef, you're going to be going through the menu with them and, it can take a little bit of time. So we would hate for you or your client to lose that home while you're going through those add-on services. So what we recommend is book that home. And then our reservation support team, it's a different department. They're the ones that are going to be helping you put together those transfers, private chefs, pre-arrival groceries, anything like that.
Awesome. Do you have property options for destination weddings?
Great question. Absolutely. Some of our homes will specifically say, they aren't okay with any kind of events. Some of them, that's one of the main things that some of these homes cater to are those destination weddings. A lot of those property managers are also able to help with, the caterers and, the different services that you might need while there. Again, that's something that we highly recommend working with our in-house trip design team to help you liaison. And, of course, events are going to have, those added costs that maybe is additional security deposits and things like that.
Okay. Are many of these properties also sold on Airbnb or VRBO or timeshares?
So we do not work with any timeshares, but our property managers, a lot of them do list these homes in the public market as well. So they're not all of them are going to be exclusive to Haven. The homes that are in the public market, you will see those comparison rates called out there. So when you see that, that's a pretty good indicator that that home does exist in the public market.
Perfect. Alrighty. Someone had a question about the viewing for the $64 a night, asking, did that include all the taxes and fees?
So all of the pricing you're going to see on those pages are going to be fully inclusive. You're going to be able to click in, see the breakdown of all those taxes and fees. Unlike a lot of those, more public channels for short-term rentals, where you see a price and then once you go hit the book button, all those taxes get added in. All of those fees, taxes, everything are going to be right there on that page. So again, you can click in. There's a button right underneath the rate. It says see detailed view, and it'll give you an expanded view of all of the taxes and fees that are built into it.
Okay. I do have a question myself. Typically dealing with vacation rentals and villas and homes, sometimes you do have those properties that say either no events or no children under a certain age. Do any of your properties or under your collection have any of those categories attached to it?
Absolutely, yeah. So the majority of our property managers do require the primary guest to be at least 25 years of age. In some instances, they do have some that will allow around 21 years. So if there's somebody that isn't, at least 21 or 25 years old, that's looking to be the primary guest on one of these stays, we do recommend, again, reach out to the trip design team. They could speak to our, local team. Sometimes they can make an exception for, special occasions. But yes, there are, minimum age requirements to rent these. And events, absolutely, our property managers do not allow, parties at these houses or anything like that. If you are looking to do an event similar to the wedding, that's something that you would have to, again, work with our team. We'd have to get approval from the local team for that event, the amount of people that would be coming, and in some instances, there might be additional security deposits again.
Okay, thank you. Alrighty, so I think I got all the questions, but if you think I missed you, please go ahead and drop your question in. Going once and going twice. Someone says I can't find my HN Universe ID. That's actually a back office thing. If you try to log back in through your Travel Leaders Network, you should be able to locate that, Michelle.
This is Roger, hoping you can hear me now. Sorry about that. There was a question sent directly to me regarding setting commissions. Within each property listing, there is a commission slider below the pricing, which you can slide along to set your commission markup for each booking. Or if you're working with our trip design team, just let them know what commission you would be interested in and they can assist with that.
Perfect. All right. Is there anything that you, Roger, or Jack would like to close with?
I would just like to say thank you so much for everyone taking the time to learn about Haven this evening, and just reiterate what Jack was saying. We've got a very talented trip design team standing by to help you guys with any questions or inquiries, or to find properties and book properties, help with add-ons, things like that. They're standing by via email or chat, however they can, to help you guys.
Yeah, thank
Awesome.
you guys again so much for taking the time, and we're definitely looking forward to seeing those inquiries and bookings coming in.
Awesome. Yes, definitely, definitely. Again, thank you guys so much for sharing the information with us and how we could be able to offer this to our clients. If I could get everyone to go ahead and thank Roger and Jack for joining us today, because they did not have to do this, but they did. So again, thank you so much. On behalf of our one-star platinum, Mrs. Nina Jackson, I would like to thank everyone for joining us for our walkthrough Wednesday. This webinar is officially over. Have a good evening, everyone. Thank you.
Bye-bye.